You've mastered tar, CVF, but real power comes from the flags most people skip. Compression is the first place to level up. Z calls gzip and produces .tar.gz. J calls bzip2 and produces .tar.bz2. And J calls xc and produces .tar.xc. The trade-off is simple. Gzip is the fastest, xc compresses the tightest, but is the slowest. So choose speed when you need quick backups and choose xc when every megabyte counts. The C flag lets tar change directory mid-archive, so you can pack files from anywhere without ever running cd. Point C at /var/log, and tar will collect files as if it were standing inside /var/log. This also lets you strip a path prefix from the archive itself, so packaging /home/user/project gives you a clean project / inside the tar instead of the noisy absolute path. The T flag reads file names from a file, turning tar into a scripted bulk archiver. Drop a list of paths into a text file, point T at it, and tar will pack exactly what you listed. Perfect for backups, snapshot selections, or any workflow where the file list is generated by another program. The exclude flag is your skip filter. Pass it a glob pattern like star.log or node_modules, and tar will quietly leave those files out of the archive. It's the difference between a bloated backup full of cache files and a clean archive containing only what matters. On extraction, strip components N removes the first N leading directories from every archive path. Hand it an archive where everything starts with home/user/project/ and pass. Strip components too, and it lands cleanly as just project/. This is the cleanest way to unpack archives that were built with absolute paths or unwanted prefixes. Note that strip components requires GNU tar 1.15 from 2004 or newer. Any tar older than that will reject the flag outright. Finally, the classic difference between XVF and TVF. XVF actually extracts files onto your disk, while TVF only lists the archive's contents and leaves your file system untouched. TVF is the safe dry run. Use it anytime you want to peek inside an unknown archive before committing to an extraction. The tar command is the standard Linux utility for bundling files and directories into a single archive file. In this session, you will build an archive from scratch, inspect its contents, extract it to a target directory, and finally verify that the strip components option is available in the installed version of GNU tar. First, you create a working directory tree with a nested folder structure. The command mkdir p/tmp/demotar/a/b builds the path /tmp/demotar and creates the nested A and B directories in a single operation, leaving the prompt ready for the next instruction without printing any output. Next, you populate that deepest directory with a sample file using echo hive/tmp/demotar/a/b/file.txt. The echo command writes the single word hi into a brand new file called file.txt, and the redirect operator > creates the file if it does not already exist. Now you create the actual archive using tar, cvf_demo.tar/tmp/demotar. The flags mean C to create, V to list files verbosely as they are added, and F to specify the archive file name. The output confirms each file and directory being written into the archive in order. To verify what actually went into the archive, you list its contents with tar, tvfdemo.tar. The T flag tells tar to list, V enables verbose metadata such as permissions and sizes, and F points at the archive file. Each line shows the entry's permissions, owner, size, timestamp, and path inside the archive. You now extract the archive into temp using tar, xvfdemo.tar, ctemp. The X flag extracts, V shows each path being restored, F names the archive, and ctemp changes the target directory so the contents land back where they came from. Tar prints each entry it recreates on disk. Finally, you prove that GNU tar supports the strip components option by piping its help text through grep and head. The command tar help grep I strip head -3 filters the help output for any line mentioning strip, case insensitive, and shows the first 3 matches. The resulting lines confirm that strip components is documented in this build of tar.